Well, hey, welcome back to the Flipside, folks. Good to see you all. Got a lot of cool people in the chat as usual, and always good to see you guys. And of course, we can't forget my hostess with the mostest, Krafty Keela. How are you, Krafty?
Hello. And can I just say for the record, none of us are fucking cool. We're all brilliant, but none of us are cool. And if you're cool, get the fuck out now.
Come on, it's cool. It's cool to be a geeked out nerd.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That is true. Well, for me, yes.
For a weirdo.
I'm doing okay. I'm still kind of recovering from the other night, but I'm all right. I'm okay.
Yeah, I bet you are. That was a fantastic stream. Man, did I enjoy that.
It was challenging. Awesome. It was challenging. It's hard enough to like think off the top of your head, when questions are being asked. But
yeah,
like, and when you have no idea what's coming, that takes things to a whole new level. Like,
yeah.
Jeez.
But then again, of course, Krafty being Krafty, say, "Whoa, wait a minute. Let me tell you how society works." Oh, that was great.
That happened. Do you know what? Like, okay, I do get triggered. And that is one of my triggers, calling everything communism. No. And then he went on to say, this is just communism and we elect our leaders. And it's like, well, then it's not fucking communism then, is it? Like, what the fuck?
I almost fell off my chair when you came up with that. That was awesome.
And I try not to be condescending. I try to listen to people, especially in that setting. You have to be listening to people and taking them in a sense that they're genuine. When he came out with that, like, nice Keela went out the fucking window.
Yeah, absolutely. With her cape and her superwoman suit.
That's when the Krafty starts. That's when the Krafty starts.
Yeah.
Like,
there you are. And
then someone asked me about economics. I was like, let me tell you about economics because I like economics. You know,
it was a great stream.
People do this and then expect money for it. Yes, that's how an economy works.
Exactly. Otherwise, why print money?
Oh, I love that.
Anyways,
there's a nice Keela. No, there's a nicer Keela.
Oh man, that's awesome. Anyways, let's say hello to our guest, Mr. Parks. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing all right, but not to be that dude, but Dr. Parks.
Yeah, Dr. Parks.
Oh, excuse
Dr. Parks. The Rob. It's not even Rob anymore. It's the Rob.
The Rob.
Rob.
I love that.
It's always been the Rob. It came back from high school because I hung out with two other Robs, so I needed some way to differentiate. So I was the Rob.
The Rob. What time is it for you over there? Crazy o'clock in the morning.
Just turned 6:39 in the morning.
Oh, stupid o'clock.
Yes.
Proper.
So yeah.
Wow. Awesome.
So what was the stream that you were on, Krafty?
It was a show called Truth Wanted. It's part of the ACA.
Okay.
So
yeah.
It was
ACA wild.
Community of Austin. It was fun. It was a definitely culture shock. Because although I'm used to like interacting with the chat, I looked at the chat a couple of times, but when it comes to a show like that, you really have to pay attention because a lot of them, when they're talking, they say things arseways and convoluted and try to sound more intelligent than they are, and so they're trying to in some ways, yeah. I mean, in some ways, it can be a little tricky to make out what they're trying to say because they're as nervous as you are, but you're not supposed to show your nerves. So yeah, sometimes it's very tricky to actually get their point.
Yeah. Rule
You're
number one of
watching
the
it and you
public
think,
speaker.
oh well, that's what they're talking about. But it takes a while when you're in there. It's like being on a quiz show. Like the answers ain't gonna come to you. Like you really need to fucking pay attention. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't want to appear like a dumbass for not understanding their convoluted way of speaking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Get to the point.
Mm-hmm.
And that can be challenging.
Very.
But it was
very,
fun.
very, very.
And thanks for everyone who stayed up late to actually watch it. Like that's mental.
I was up at super stupid o'clock in the morning to watch
Or
it.
early. Yeah, or early. Yeah, it was pretty cool to see everyone in the chat. And Clive Wells nearly got timed out twice, which is hilarious.
Oh, no,
What
you're kidding.
was Clive up to in the chat?
Clive said something like, "Oh, finally a chat that Kraftychenko can't delete. Message deleted by Kraftychenko."
Oh,
And he
jeez.
nearly got deleted for it. Like I had to tell the mods, like, chill the fuck. You know, that's one of my favorite people in the world. Like, please don't time him out.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. He even pulls that stuff on my streams. Eddie's in the house. Hello, Eddie.
Yes, we have Eddie and Tusk.
But I have to say, yeah,
Dr.
I think Gary Wybenga. Gary came into the chat, and I think he was timed out. I'm not sure.
Was he copying and pasting?
No, I think he was picking fights, and people kept telling him to call in, and I really wished he would have called in. If he's Dr. Rob, I want to be known as Dr. Tusk. You have to be a doctor in order to be considered.
Well, isn't he a PhD?
He's a
wannabe PhD. His PhD
okay.
doesn't matter. No, he doesn't have a PhD. He has a law degree.
Yeah.
Which is piss. I'm joking, Tusk. I'm joking. Before anything else happens, I'm joking. Tusk is brilliant. That's why I keep timing him out. Or that's why I keep like taking him off the stream when he's talking, because it's fun. I am.
It is quite unique to hear you joking.
Me? Or
Oh,
him?
more of a dig at Tusk with quite unique.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to think of a better way of putting that, but it's too funny.
Apparently, I used that term on the stream, and I think I don't remember doing it. I haven't watched it back yet. But I think it was because ye were fucking talking about it on your stream, reason, and it triggered so many people that it kind of stuck in my mind.
Oh,
I think the only term that I may use poorly is literally. I think I use that far too much.
No, Tusk, I don't. If you're allowed to stay in the stream, Rob Parks is allowed to stay in the stream.
There you go.
Especially after the go-ons. And actually, Etty, I could have killed her last week in the run-up to Truth Wanted. Myself and Puck were talking with Etty and Tatty, and Etty came out. Puck asked if they had any questions that might be good to ask me, and Etty, in a very, very sweet, unique way, was really quiet and really coy, and then she's like, and you have to make sure to ask her, about the go-ons. And I nearly killed her because it took like 15 times to tell Puck that she was ripping the piss. He was actually going to ask me on a stream on Truth Wanted about the go-ons.
All right. Now, of course, we have to know what are the go-ons.
I mean, if you look back on Flipside a couple of weeks ago when Tusk was on, he was telling this story about one night when we were on holidays. Sheep got killed or some shit, and there was the go-ons. Now, the go-on, which turned out apparently to be me. But go-on is a catchphrase of someone from Father Ted, Mrs. Doyle from Father Ted.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm
Etty, you will be
aware.
fucking crying, you little bitch. make sure of it. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Fucking love Etty. Tusk, not so much. No, I'm joking. You know when people say, "Here's my better half."
Yeah, Eddie.
Uh,
I don't know
yeah.
if she can really mean that.
Oh, she is.
Oh, she is. Yes, yes.
Ooh.
So if she were to tell people.
Yeah, see, Nimrod knows what I'm talking about with the Father Ted thing.
Ah. So speaking of Tusk, the video, how is that going?
Yeah, Tatty, how's that going, you fucker? Tatty is making it. He's editing it, and we're waiting for Tusk to actually do a song. So
For the video? Nice.
yeah, he's going to do My Lovely Horse. Still waiting for that, by the way.
What song is he going to play for?
My Lovely Horse.
Oh, My Lovely
from Father
Horse.
Ted.
Oh, all right.
Off Tusk. I'm gonna say that now. So wait, right. So a thing happened. When I was on Truth Wanted, you were actually doing work. Explain what happened. Tell me all about it because it sounds interesting.
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, yes. So I was in, as they say, and I've forgotten it, West Bygone, Virginia, at the Green Bank Telescope, which you can Google if folks want to. It is the largest steerable radio telescope in the world.
Wow.
Basically, think of it as, and this works regardless of what side of the pond you are. Take a football stadium and steer it around the sky. Is essentially the size of this damn thing. I unfortunately was not using that particular telescope. I was using a much smaller 40-foot telescope to teach students basically the fundamentals of radio astronomy. And so we did observations of neutral hydrogen in the galaxy. We looked at a couple of supernova remnants, things of that nature. So yeah, we were in the middle of nowhere, which for West Virginia is kind of redundant. And by law, it's a 10-mile radius quiet or exclusionary zone for any radio signal. That means that folks in that area, and what's funny, because I didn't understand who would live in that area until it was pointed out to me that probably a good number of them are conspiracy theorists, because there are no radio signals, so aliens can't get to them, the government can't monitor them. So because there are no you can't have a cell phone, you can't have Wi-Fi, you can't even have a microwave, because the GBT is so sensitive that it can actually pick that up. Because of the GBT is so sensitive, it can actually pick up a cell phone signal on Saturn. So a cell phone signal within 10 miles is no problem whatsoever. So, and then it also has a 1.5 degrees square in latitude and longitude of, if you want to have any sort of radio transmitter, you actually have to ask permission of the federal government in order to do it. And the observatory has to sign off on it.
Yikes.
Sounds interesting.
So yeah, it was good fun. Like I said, it's a very old telescope, so we were using a chart reader. So we actually had to bust out pencil, paper, and rulers in order to get the data off the chart, rather than having it.
Sounds brilliant. That sounds so good.
Daryl Frost. That's kind of an in-joke when this thing was being built, when they called the GBT, that they was afraid that people would call it the Great Big Telescope, but in fact, it's the Green Bank Telescope.
Yeah, the giant big telescope.
So yeah.
I mean, giant and big are pretty much the same thing, Daryl. Great big telescope, I like.
It should be Great Big Telescope, yeah.
Or as Tatty puts it, giant bloody thing.
That I'll have to pass on to them. That one, I definitely, I don't think they've heard that one. Although I will say that the docent or historian was this wee English lady who has the same accent that Anthony Riley, which was just
Ew.
friggin' bizarre. Particularly when she starts going off about talking about gravitational attraction. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not used to hearing those words in an affirming way in that accent. But yeah, she was an adorable woman, and yeah, it was really weird. It was really weird to run into that accent in West Virginia of all places.
I love it. The chat is just trying to come up with GBT references. Ginormous is ginormous a real word? Ginormous bloated telescrape.
Telescrape.
Telescrape. Oh, I like that. Telescrape.
Telescrape.
What the fuck is a telescrape, though?
Who knows?
Yeah. So no internet, so I couldn't even watch any of the streams, even if I wanted to. So sad.
Nimrod, what is that hashtag, for fuck's sake? Just kind of dragging until Kraftychenko took it away. I didn't take it away, by the way. I did not take it away. I only enforce Critical Cripple's rules. That's all. It was not me. It was not me.
Wait a minute. Tusk got a dragon?
No, he didn't. He wanted a dragon.
Yeah. Can't have one. That's the law.
I was gonna say he's not allowed to have one. No going through Tusk.
Yeah. Scrapes telly from the I don't know what that means, Carl. Anyway. Fucking hell. How often would you get to do these kinds of events of going out into the middle of fuck off and just looking at the stars? Or I mean, you need to be able to do it, but like, how often do you get to do it as a group?
With this, it's we actually have a sort of an agreement with Green Bank, and so we can do it once a. Oh, sorry, my cat is.
Kitty, let me see Kitty. Let me see Kitty. They can't see Kitty. They can.
She's so we go out there basically once a year, but from a professional standpoint, one of the sort of drawbacks of modern technology is that we can observe virtually from anywhere, and so the days of going to Mauna Kea are pretty much done at this point.
But it's not the same thing.
No.
I'd probably there's a, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a hub in Cork that I would go to, and now there's one out in Blackrock and Dublin that I've yet to go out to, but it's not the same looking at an app on a phone, or an app on the computer. It's amazing that we have that technology, but it's not the same feeling as actually having a huge ass telescope to look at.
Yeah, and looking in the eyepiece.
Yeah, I mean it's and it's a lot of these places are obviously they're in very remote locations, but they're on the tops of mountains. I mean, it's beautiful to go there and actually experience. I mean, we have telescopes in Chile, we have telescopes in Hawaii. There's some telescopes now in South Africa that I would, aside from the unrest in South Africa, there are telescopes in South Africa. I would like to visit Australia. All these places that I would love to go and see a night sky that I've never seen before.
Agreed.
Unfortunately, there's very little motivation, I guess, to spend the money to actually do that. So I am very thankful that I at least get to go to Green Bank about once a year to experience that.
I think I was talking to a few lads about this. One of my biggest things, do you know the way they talk about bucket lists and stuff and things that you want to do? Seeing the Aurora Borealis is one of the things that I would absolutely love to do. I'm just too far south, just beautiful. About. But that is one of my goals, is to see the Aurora Borealis. Now, I know there are places that I can go. I'm planning a trip to Iceland.
Ah.
Planning a trip to Iceland. Now, it mightn't happen for another year or two, but I'm planning a trip to Iceland. I want to go.
How cheap is it to get over to Iceland?
Not that cheap.
Okay.
And it's one of those things where it's because there's probably only 2 or 3 airplanes a day to the place or a week. So it's you can get one, you can get a flight over, and then it's getting a flight back that's going to be the issue. Like, there's not a flight back until 3 weeks later, and it's like, fuck. But consider, like, Tati says it's pricey considering it's pretty close, but that's because the lack of traffic going to Iceland. One of the reasons why it's so easy to get between the UK and Ireland, for example, or the UK and Europe, is the amount of people who are going that way. And that's what Flirps don't understand. The amount of people that are going from Australia to Brazil is very fucking few.
Yeah.
So that's why you don't see many. There are flights, but that's why you don't see many flights going from Australia to South Africa or Australia to Brazil, because it just isn't worth the fuel. It's called economics.
And the places really don't have a strong connection to each other. So, say culturally.
That's airlines is all about bums and seats. It's the only way they can get by. And really, it's not even so much the price of the airfare to go and come back. It's your expenses while you're waiting to come back.
Yes, your pal Al. Fucking yes.
The Ice Queen. There you go.
An ice queen. You're gonna be
an ice queen.
You're gonna turn into Elsa from Frozen.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Don't be hating on Elsa. Elsa is a fucking great character. She's a moody bitch, but Elsa is a great character.
Yeah, I'm team.
I'm a moody bitch at the best of times, so.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to get a foot in the mouth.
Because you've never done that part before. What about Scotland, the northern part? What, to see the Aurora Borealis? That's an idea. There's parts of the Nordics which I'm now looking after for work. Yeah, I got somewhat of another promotion-ish. I'm now in charge of Ireland and the Nordics. So I might have to go over, on a business trip.
So when we say Nordics, do you mean like Norway, like the Scandinavian countries?
Norway, Finland, Denmark, and Sweden.
Sweden.
The power!
Someone mentioned in the chat, it was I would also love to see the Aurora Australis, or whatever it is. So
Aurora Australis
from Antarctica, at least in the.
I
guess it'd have to be in the winter, which I don't know if that's possible, because the armed penguins may not allow me to be on.
See, I have a deal with them. I'll bring them fish. They don't kill me. It's a good deal. I bring them fish and smokes. And Jameson. You can see the lights as far south as Edinburgh. Yeah, but it's not the same. I don't know. I don't know.
I want to be able to see them in like a frigid environment. I don't know. For whatever reason,
I want to freeze my fucking ass off in order to see them.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Every time I see an aurora, like a picture of aurora, I just get this chill of I need to be somewhere really frigid in order to see that.
Oh my God, Krafty is taking charge of where I live. I'm really scared now. I'm coming for you, Nimrod. I'm going to steal your cat. Oh my God, Nimrod sends me the cutest pictures of his cat. It's ridiculous. His cat is gorgeous. Why would you torture the poor buggers with Jameson? Because Jameson is life.
Jameson is life. I
bring the good stuff.
Suggested of dressing up as a waiter.
Go in disguise.
Go just got
Incognito. Scotland is freezing. Scotland isn't freezing. It's cold, but it's not like Iceland freezing. Come on now.
What is that island chain at the north? The Orkneys
Aleutians?
or something.
The what now?
Wasn't there an island chain that starts with an O that's like near the top of Scotland? I could be making that completely up.
I'm sure
I thought
Daddy
there
will
was
let us know.
Yeah, exactly.
I got distracted by Nimrod sending me another photo of his cat.
Orkneys, yes.
Okay, so right, I was having this conversation with people in the Discord after Truth Wanted, because the ACA have a Discord. It's a fantastic Discord, and yeah, I was having this discussion because we were talking about I mentioned that I had bipolar on the stream, and people came in to talk about it afterwards, because one had been diagnosed with bipolar and the other had been diagnosed with everything under the sun. And I was explaining some of the triggers and learning how to avoid triggers and what kind of brings you out of like a panic attack. And I was saying one of the things for me when I went through, because I have a therapist, I talk to a therapist 3 times a week just to manage my moods, or to help manage my moods and try get coping mechanisms in place when I do have breakdowns. But we were talking about it, and one of the earliest things that my therapist helped me to do was, when I do get into these panic attacks, the one stage, even last year, the year before, I was having like up to 6 panic attacks a day. So, and that's scary. But they were, one of the ways I kind of calm myself down is to think of my cat and my cat purring. Because every time I was upset, my cat Casper, when I was a teenager and coming out of teenage years, my cat Casper would actually, every time I was upset, sit on my lap and just purr. And being able to imagine that and put myself back into that like calm state of mind is an incredibly powerful thing to do. It takes a lot of training of your brain, but when I get upset, I just take a minute and think of my cat purring. So that's one of the reasons why when people show me their cats, I'm like, oh my God, cat, because they put me into a happy state of mind. The goats as well. The goats are now something that I think of as well. But that is one of my releases, is thinking about my cat purring.
Nice.
Weird sidebar, but yeah, it's a thing.
I was actually impressed with the fact that you got to see your therapist 3 times a week.
We talk all the time. Thankfully, in Ireland, because I've been going to therapy for so long, I've been going since I was 8. It's part of I have a public therapist.
Okay.
Back when public service, like the HSE, was actually a decent fucking public service. And I just got in at the right time, I think. So, nice. Yeah, if I do have issues, I'm able to call them up. And it's good. Paid for with my medical card. Yay!
Yay! That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, our I guess a positive of the whole lockdown is my therapy visits are virtual, so I don't get charged. But when this eventually ends, I will have to start paying a small copay for my therapy sessions, which I'm not really looking forward to. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm lucky to be in the position that I'm in, because I do have the support. So many other people don't have the support.
Mm-hmm.
And need it.
Yeah, the second one, Nimrod, the second one, that's the first one is a little bit inappropriate. Or completely inappropriate. So let's go with the second one, the pics of the kittens.
I will, sort of along those lines, I will randomly text people or send people pictures of Donald Trump, and then follow it up with sorry for the her unsolicited dick pic.
Yes.
So,
Nice. This is why Rob Parks does not have my phone number.
Something to no. But yeah, it's yeah. I also suffer from bipolar as well, and although that term bugs me because I think I could never get it straight. Either it's type 1 or type 2. It's bipolar without mania, which to me is
bipolar 2.
unipolar.
Bipolar 2. No, bipolar 1. Like you can still get mania with 2, but it's not as intense.
Yeah, you get hypomania. Yeah.
Like my type of mania, and it doesn't like people think of mania and think going like crazy and energetic and all the rest of it, or being crazy depressed. And while that's kind of more number one, like my mania would include my insomnia. So I would go for up to 5 days without sleep.
Yeah.
That is part of my mania. It doesn't have to be external. It can be internal. But I have bi too. And part of the struggle is actually learning which one you have. I'm glad that they actually they've split them into two sections, because what works for bipolar 1 will not work for bipolar 2, and vice versa.
It's more of just being excuse me being nitpicky in that I do get some hypomania in that it's like 1 or 2 days of just a lot of energy, a lot of productivity, and then for the most part it's just depression. So it's like I'm only really seeing one pole as opposed to 2. So why don't you call it unipolar?
Unipolar. Tina says that sounds scary. It is. Like the longest I've ever gone without sleep was about 7 days, and I was hallucinating by the 5th day. So that's not a good thing. When I was 14, 15, and I swear to God, I could see Dumbledore walking down the street. Like, I was seeing characters from anime just jumping out of the bus. It was so surreal. It was like an acid trip. It was horrible. Because you don't know whether these delusions and these hallucinations are friends or if they're there to kill you. And in that moment, you believe they're real. Your rational brain says nah, but your rational brain is fucked because it's had 7 days without sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Every other part of the brain is screaming, "Oh my God, there's Elsa coming down the street with me, turning everything into ice."
Yeah, it's a scary thing. It can be a scary thing, and that's why you need a professional sometimes to help you manage it, and or pills. Like, if you need pills to help you manage it, fucking take the pills.
Oh yeah, I'm on meds. Yay! Come here.
Baby cat, I hear a baby cat. Yay! Hang on. Will we take down the thing and let people see? Okay. I get to see. I feel bad for people not being able to see Kitty. Hang on.
She hates it, but she's purring because this is Sunny.
She is gorgeous.
Yeah, this is Sunny. Luna is up there somewhere.
Look at the. I've always had ginger cats, so gorgeous. I'm going into the cat sanctuary today, so I'll be able to cuddle some kitties.
Cool.
Okay, thank you. I am very slow when it comes to technology. You are welcome, people. Yeah, you are welcome, people. You got to see Kitty. I am so happy. Thank you for that.
No problem. Yeah, my cat. I have a gray cat named Luna, and obviously the ginger named Sunny. And occasionally they'll lay next to each other. I love it when Luna lays in front of Sunny. I'm like, oh, look, it's a cat eclipse. So
nice.
I've actually used a picture of that in my lectures when talking about eclipses.
Yeah, you'll need to send me that picture.
Yeah.
That'll make me happy.
I could definitely do that.
It's a weird thing, and I think that's one of the best things about like having the cat sanctuary there, that I'm able to interact with cats.
Oh, nice.
It's my happy place.
Cat
There you
sanctuary.
go.
Yeah. So there's a cat cafe in Dublin. It's the only cat cafe really in the country, and people can come in. We have this huge room with all the cats. And then there's a side room, so people can go get their coffee and then come into the side room if they give a nice donation. And they can just chill with the cats. Now, if the cats want to come in, they have the option to come in, but the visitors are not allowed into the cat space.
Ah, okay.
You know,
Uh,
that's
So
what the
wh-
side room is for. So
okay.
people stay in the side room, and if the cats want to come in and say hello, there is a black cat called Luna who always likes to say hello. She doesn't like to be touched, but she loves just sitting in the middle of the room and being loved. You know, you don't have to touch me, just love me.
Just
Dora.
worship.
Dora,
Dora.
not cool, not cool, not
It
cool.
was a quote from I can't remember, Hitchens, I think. Cats used to be worshipped as gods, and they still haven't forgotten it.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a certain arrogance amongst cats, and I love it.
it's very true. It's like, yes, worship me. I am awesome. Yes.
But that's the thing, the relationship between cats and humanity developed differently to dogs. That's the thing. Yes, it's a Terry Pratchett quote. Is it? Yes.
Oh, is that a Terry Pratchett quote? Okay.
Tusk, you should be banned. Shut up.
Who should be banned? What?
Because
Cats are horrible creatures that should be banned?
No.
What?
No, that's not nice.
Cats are awesome. What are you talking about?
I see Peter Nuttall there in the chat. I do want to just really quickly shout out Peter Nuttall, because there's a creator called Heidi. Heidi is a trans creator, and I do lurk a bit in Heidi's chat sometimes, which I don't know if it throws her off, but she's brilliant. She really is. And Peter is sometimes the only person in her chat that's interacting, and it's really nice to see. A lot of times I see Heidi's streams after they're done, but on the occasion that I do pop in, Peter is the one that's in there talking. And yeah, shout out to Peter. You're an awesome person. Oh geez, Clive Wells is here. Fuck.
Oh, good Lord. Band budgies.
All right, everybody, run and hide.
Stream's over. Clive. You think I'm bad? How did you like Truth Wanted's mods? How'd you like them?
I heard you almost got timed out there, Clive.
Several times, Clive. Several times, because I got an so on the side of where we do where we're in the stream, we have the crew, and the crew are able to chat to us, obviously, because you'd need that background discussion just in case something happens. And the crew was like, one of the crew was doing, or one of the call screeners was also doing the moderation for the chat. And she was like, do you want us to time him out? He's giving you shit. I was like, it's Clive. Don't time Clive out. No comment.
No comment.
No comment. Yeah, I'll bet no comment.
On like
no comment.
3 separate occasions, are you sure you don't want this guy timed out? And I'm like, do not time out Clive Wells. Like, he will never allow me to hear the end of it if he's timed out. Do not time him out.
Yeah, that would definitely give him more fuel for the Krafty.
Well, that's the thing. I have no control over Truth Wanted. I was just the guest there.
So you say.
So, like, people, if he had have gotten timed out, that's not my fault. It would have been hilarious, but that's not my fault. I vouched for you, Clive. I vouched for you. Never forget that fucker.
There you go. You've been told.
Yeah,
I know,
somehow I don't think that's going to make an impression.
Taddy.
No, it's not. Justice for Clive.
Justice for Clive.
I mean, it wasn't timed out, so there's nothing needed. I don't know. Brain.
So this was a call-in stream, like voice calling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
There's like there's a phone number, and then there's an email address. And I have to laugh because Mathpig messaged me, and he was like, "I guess this isn't a good enough reason for me to be on the show." He typed in like his name and everything else, and what did he want to say? He's like, "I love Krafty Keela." No, they're not going to let you go on the show for that, for fuck's sake.
Taddy's in on the game
Why
now.
not?
Krafty has spies
Krafty has
everywhere.
spies everywhere.
Message deleted by Kraftychenko.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a call-in special. I'm sure it's fairly common on the
Atheist Experience. The ACA do it all the time. Atheist Experience, Talk Heathen, Truth Wanted, and then they have other shows. They have the non-profits, which I'm really interested in because they cover a lot of politics and stuff. And then they have secular sexuality for LGBT stuff. So they cover a hell of a lot. They did have a kind of parents, atheist parents kind of thing, and they might be bringing that back. Hopefully they do. So it's more like families talking to families about the fact that you're atheist, or I really hope they bring that back.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to watch the Atheist Experience.
Matt Delahunty.
Yeah, he's great.
I mean, you have to be in the mood for Matt Delahunty. He's an interesting character, but I know a lot of people don't like him. I just think he's hilarious. I really do. I love when he loses his shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Especially when people... My favorite thing about Matt Delahunty is when people tell him not to curse at them. And so he curses like 15 times in a sentence. Don't fucking come on to my fucking show and tell me that I'm not allowed to fucking curse on my own fucking show. Get the fuck. Yes.
That's just a bad move regardless. If you have someone cursing at you, telling them not to do it is just asking for a shit.
It is very fucking satisfying to see. It's very satisfying. Too dogmatic for my liking. Yeah, for some it's not the right it's not the right thing. They don't find entertainment out of it. That's fine.
Yeah,
I love Truth Wanted though.
I think this one's for you, Krafty, because it's not possible on my channel.
I've enjoyed watching. How do I join so I know next time? Bexy. Hello, Bexy. Just subscribe and hit the bell. You can subscribe to both of us, and then you'll get, like, every Sunday we go live at 11:30 UK time.
Yeah, I was gonna say UK time.
UTC.
There
Sometimes
you
it's
go.
12:30, you know, when we're in daylight savings. So UTC 11:30, and we alternate the channels. So 1 week, just under the video, just under the screen, where Steam Cup of Reason's name is, just opposite that, there is a subscribe button. So please do subscribe.
Yes.
But
More
it'll be on.
for
It'll be
reason.
on my channel next week. That's what we do.
Yeah, we go back and forth.
Yeah, daylight savings made this even more fun in that it used to be at 7:30, and now it's at 6:30. Yay!
I'm sorry. I'm not. But I'm
We
sorry.
need to move closer. That's all I have to say.
Well, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, Rob? One of the things that frustrates me at the moment, and I was saying this to JL on the stream the other day, a lot of the Americans are now going live at 1-2 o'clock in the morning. And some of them do it on weekdays, and you're just sitting there like, but I have work the next day. No.
Yeah.
So it was more because of the
1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, your time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of the US streamers not catering for the UK crowd, we were like, do you know what? Everything is happening when we can't be on, when we can't be around to watch it. So we were like,
Yeah.
right, well, why don't we just start one for our time?
Yeah.
And if people join, that's fucking brilliant. If they don't, they can watch it back.
That's right.
And see how it goes. And so we've been doing this for months now, and it's good.
Yeah.
It's going good.
We're already 43 episodes into this game.
Yeah, it's mad.
Can you imagine that, eh? We got to do something special for number 50.
Yeah. I have some ideas, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, see, Mr. Wonderful is saying I feel you on that. Yeah. So there's not a lot being catered for the UK crowd. And that's why I go live at about 10 o'clock my time, because that's when we actually have time to just sit back and relax.
On weekends.
On Friday.
Fridays,
on
yeah.
Friday. Because there's nothing else. There's really nothing else that we can do. There's a few, like Sunday, I'd never go live on a Sunday because that's when, right. So my Sundays is Etty sometimes goes live at 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock, then I have, what have I got? Talk Heathen. Every Sunday at 7 o'clock my time, Talk Heathen comes on. And then at 7:30 I jump into Creakies. I'd never miss Creaky unless like something else has happened. And then I watch the Atheist Experience then at 9. So that's pretty much my Sunday's taken up. It's great.
Oh, see, I thought you didn't watch the things on Sunday because, it's the Sabbath.
Okay, Rob has to leave us now. But I'm one of the main mods in Creaky's chat, so I'm usually in Creaky's on a Sunday. Hello, Purple. It is nice to see you. It really is nice to see you.
Yeah, I have to admit that I have not watched the ACA as I am, and please don't boo me. I'm
not going to boo.
So,
that's okay.
Yeah.
Why would you think I'd boo you?
Well, I've got to say that I have not gotten a great reaction from some folks in this community because of that.
No, look, I respect people for their beliefs. If you want to believe that, and if it brings you comfort, then believe it. If it makes it easier to get through a day, then yeah, as long as you're not trying to ram it down people's throats, which you don't do. I have no issue with it. I would never treat anyone differently because they have a religious belief different to mine. That's just shit, And people need to grow the fuck up. And this is what I was saying to Gary, because Gary has this idea that when he comes into a chat that everyone's just going to be against him and everyone's just going to hate him and attack him. I want to have conversations. I want to include people. I want to show that there's more to a person than just one side of them that we see in a chat. That's part of why I love doing this show, is because you get to see people as more than just a name tag in a chat. And if anyone gives you shit, especially in this chat, gentle ribbing is going to happen. But if anyone gives you shit, you send them my way, and I'll sort them out. Bullshit to that. Yeah. Bullshit to that.
Yeah, I've been wanting to sort of have more conversations with atheists simply because I think that there's a certain selection effect in talking to certain atheists, and in that they want to think that I am a Bible literalist or that I am going to judge them for some reason. And my experience, that's not the community that I'm in is not judgmental. And so I would like to kind of, you're saying, show them a different perspective, is that we are all not hating of the atheist community.
No,
or judging.
Most Christians don't. That's the thing. Most Christians don't hate the atheist community, and like the thing with the Atheist Experience is it draws out the most crazy and points at them and shows the contradictions. But it's not, in my view, I don't think it's aimed at the more moderate Christian who's just trying to get through their day.
Yeah.
I would hope that's the case. Whereas the Talk Heathen is less extreme than Atheist Experience. And then Truth Wanted is more, let's talk about everything that you believe, whether it be Bigfoot, whether it be aliens, whatever you believe, let's have a conversation. We had the first person was talking about, his theory of before the universe existed was a big hourglass of like dark energy or some shit. And
Okay.
yeah. He was atheist, but he was like, I was like, yeah, but you're still going to fall into that same category. Well, who's changing the hourglass every time it runs out? That's it's a self-defeating it's a self-defeating argument. Plus, sometimes the correct answer is I don't know.
Yes.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
That is okay.
Sometimes it's the only answer.
Yeah. And that's what's fun about that show, because you never know what's going to come up. Whereas Talk Heathen and Atheist Experience is more the extreme theists come out.
Yes. Although I have to say that I'm starting to worry about JL, to be honest with you. Starting to get a little bit fundy on the other side. And I do not take to fundamentalism on
I don't
in any arena. And
so he focuses so much on the likes of Darth Dawkins, who most Christians despise, that he's. I would hope this isn't the case, but he's starting to see all Christians as being in that same vein, which is just not true.
Yes.
Purple says most atheists don't care about Christians in general, only those who try to push public policy and laws based on the religion.
Sure.
To be honest, that is true. That is true. And it's what I've seen, and I've seen it in Atheist Ireland, and it's started to change now, is that kind of contempt for Christians. And the reason for that is because of how Ireland developed. It's more contempt against the Catholic Church rather than, but it spills into the relations that we have with Christians, and that's not the way to go. Yes, have the conversations, but you don't have to. It's one of these things that some atheists believe that they have a higher power because they've seen or they're on a different level to Christians, or they're better than Christians.
They've seen the light.
Yeah, and it is that fundamentalism.
Yeah.
That you're talking about. I can't stand it. I really can't.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer of of separation between church and state for both sides of that. I think both would be better off if the other just left the other one fucking alone.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I don't think there's ever been a president elected in the U.S. that didn't profess to be a devout Christian.
No, you can't really.
No, that's true. We had to fight tooth and nail in order to get a Catholic, and well, I shouldn't say fight tooth and nail, but it took a long time for a Catholic to be elected, because the whole papist thing of he would essentially be serving two masters, and that not only he wouldn't be serving the United States, he'd also be serving the Pope. And so I was like, I have to confess. Why do I want to say confess? But I was Catholic for about 7 years, and then I just couldn't take the bullshit anymore. I just could not.
It's quite intense.
The fact that women and LGBTQ are not considered to be spiritual equals, I just could not rectify that anymore. And then there's the whole pedophilia thing, which, oh my God. So,
yeah. There's a lot. I mean, I was a Catholic from birth, and I left the church I started questioning when I was 13, and I looked to different religions at the age of 13, 14, but it took a long time to actually leave. I left the church when I was 16, and I actually applied to get denuncified back when you could get denuncified, which means actually formally leaving the Catholic Church. You're not allowed to do that anymore. They've gotten rid of that clause. So once you're a Catholic, they will deem you a Catholic for life, and that's not right. That's not right.
I just gonna say, I don't think I've ever heard of sort of self-excommunication.
Oh yeah,
I think that was a thing.
it's very hard to do. It took me about 7 months. Because you have to write to your priest, then you have to write to your bishop, then you have to write to the archbishop, and then you have to write a letter to the Vatican for your archbishop to actually give. And I was calling him up every 2 weeks saying, have you done it yet? Have you done it yet? Have you done it yet? And that's the only reason why he did it, because I really didn't want to be associated. I really didn't want to be associated to that. Your Palal is reminding us of something.
Yes, it is time to look for the goat.
It's time.
Yes.
But we will continue. We will continue this conversation.
Sure.
There you go, folks. Spot that goat.
And I have no idea where it is, so Reason is going to have to take this one.
Yeah, my better screen. There we go. My better. I have the.
You're not
the actual
allowed to
YouTube
play. Not this week anyway.
Oh yeah, I know. I just want to see if I can find it. You know.
The answer is no.
Well, no, Krafty Chenko. I can find it if I want to.
You can find it, but if you dare tell anyone, I will murder you in your sleep. I'm just gonna say that now.
That's fair enough. Fair enough.
What the fuck?
Beans on toast or pasta pesto? Pasta pesto.
Pasta pesto.
Pasta pesto.
I don't
always.
understand beans on toast. I don't understand.
Do you know, at 1 o'clock this morning, 1 o'clock this morning, I decided I was hungry. So what I did was I did some pasta. And then I wasn't. Then when I got full, I was like, okay, I'm full now. And then I couldn't really do anything else. Yay!
Hey,
Yay!
Plug him enough. He actually, he'll get that.
Sorry.
Could be. Not the goat that we're looking for, though. This is not the goat you're looking for.
Obviously not a flat earther then. Right.
Blue Feather comes in just as the right time.
Well, hello.
Stop persecuting Rob. I will say this. I will say you mentioned a couple of times about someone with faith basically getting comfort from it. And while I do get comfort from my faith, it's not the reason why I have faith. It's because I have a personal relationship with, and I know this is going to make me sound crazy, but I have a personal relationship with a entity that that is beyond me, if that makes any kind of sense. And so it's more of, I do feel comfort from that person, from that being, but it's not the reason why I have faith.
Okay, that's understandable.
So, yeah, I've been a person of faith for almost my entire life. Essentially, the first time I was hospitalized was after that. I was given this. I had this sort of come to Jesus moment, as it were. Although I became pagan rather than Christian, I was like, all right, if I'm going to get busy living, then I need to figure out what it is I want to live for, what it is I believe in. And it just so happens that actually at the time matched up fairly well with the Wiccan religion. So
yes, my half sister is Wiccan.
Oh, nice.
So I do have a bit of knowledge about their beliefs. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
So yeah.
What? Is the goat skydiving and hasn't landed yet?
If it has, then maybe it's in one of those chemtrails.
The goat took the picture.
That
That would be impressive.
would be nice.
That would be
because they don't
impressive,
have
Peter.
opposable hooves. They have
You
hooves,
calling me a
right?
goat, Peter?
Do goats have
Ooh.
hooves? I'm assuming they do.
Your pal Al has
Oh.
a question.
I think. Well, there's there's a number of trees between.
Yeah, you have
those
to be
two
very,
goats.
very specific.
Hmm.
I don't know where the fuck it is. I'm just like highlighting comments.
Yeah,
and
I have no idea. But
my
the
brain says
Israeli
nope.
criteria makes it indistinguishable from the background. Nice. It's too far away.
Clive, why would you do this? Why?
Goat is
Why? Why do it?
Because it's Clive.
That's just mean. That's just mean.
That's just digging at you, Krafty.
I know, and that's why it's mean.
He's trying to get you triggered.
Turtle moves. Really?
See, like
God
Nimrod,
damn it.
the reason has been the goat all along.
Yeah. I am
When-
getting. I'm having a T-shirt designed just for Clive Wells, and Clive, I want to see you wearing it. By the way,
Okay.
On
I'm
stream.
having a T-shirt just saying Ivy Grest. That'll be coming out very soon.
Yes.
I have some merch coming out very soon.
Oh wow, doing the whole
I
merch
guess
thing
I'm
now.
gonna.
Nice.
I guess I'm gonna have to give it to him there, Krafty.
Oh, I think I see
Push
it.
the
actually.
rail.
I think
Yeah.
I see it. I think I see it. I think I see it. Yeah.
I think, yeah, maybe I see it too. Maybe the goat is in the. Aw,
Nice.
very nice.
But yeah, I think Al has it. I think I can see it.
I think so.
I think I see it as well. Maybe.
I'm gonna give it to
I
him.
can see
It's
the ear.
pretty damn close. There you go.
Knew it. Knew I could see the ear.
There you go.
Oh,
So,
all right. I was
you
gonna say,
know
now
what to do.
I barely see it at all. All right. There we go.
Oh no, I can see it.
We'll,
All right.
we'll
Yeah.
be in touch here, pal.
Yay! Your pal Al is gonna come on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Whoop whoop.
Well, that was a lot easier.
Yeah.
Geez, I had. I think I almost gave Eddie an aneurysm on my stream last night,
Why? What?
but
did
she
you-
won it. Oh, I'm kind of doing the same kind of thing as Spot the Goat, but I'm using word puzzles.
Ah.
Wuzzles, and
What was the wuzzle?
Eddie was really struggling for a while. I think she almost had a brain explosion, and then she got it. So she's going to be on my stream next week.
Someone's calling shenanigans.
That wasn't a goat. No, it was a goat. Even I can figure that out.
That is a
Yes.
goat.
Al, by yourself this time.
Mm-hmm.
No pressure, man. No pressure.
Yeah.
It can be done, Al. It can be
Yeah,
done.
it's good fun. It's just
Oh yeah.
randomness.
That's right. That's right.
He's been on
Eddie
before,
finally
so-
got it. Mixed emotions. That's right.
I'm very confused as to what this is, but okay. I did pop in for a few minutes, and then I was doing something else. Oh yeah, I had an AGM, and I was asked to talk at the AGM. I've been given a position on the steering group of that, so I was asked to speak, which is always a good
AGM?
idea and never a good idea all at the same time. So yeah.
Mhm.
What is the AGM?
It's a meeting, an annual general meeting for a group that I'm involved in,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
which shall be
Remain
rename
nameless?
nameless.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
But
this
But
was
you were
the
nervous
puzzle.
about speaking in front of people?
no. That's the reason why I had to come out of the chat. A statement of reasons is because I was asked to speak, and I was
Yeah,
asked
it
questions. and stuff.
coincided with my stream. So
Yes.
Ah,
But
It was
anyways-
on from like 12 o'clock yesterday until 5 or half 5,
Mhm.
6 ish. So yeah, it was a long time. And my
This
brain
was
was
the
like
puzzle.
melty. Oh,
This was the puzzle that Eddie had to try and solve, or that everybody had to try and solve, and she finally got it. Mixed emotions.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I
All right.
don't.
Yes.
Yeah, the word emotions, the letters are all mixed up.
Ah,
So
okay.
that's the mixed part, and then
I'm
the letters spell
terrible at
out
those
emotions.
kinds of games. I can't do those kinds of games.
I used to do those much when I was much younger. But I haven't touched those in years.
Yeah, I do them all the time. I have an app on my phone that's got thousands.
Slowly taking over the world, one AGM at a time. It's a social movement, so to be asked to be on the board, I was on the steering group when the organization first set up about 10 years ago, and yeah, now I'm back on the steering group, which is like
Nice.
10 years later. It's a weird feeling because it's just morphed into this big thing where it was only like 7 of us. Now it has like 20, 30. And then like that's just the steering group. Like the evil dictator age. Yes, the global dictator. I don't know. My brain is
That's the group, Global Evil Dictators.
yes.
Did you all
Yes.
sit in a dark room with hoods over the over
Yes,
your head?
I'm now the treasurer.
Ah,
Wahaha, I
Ooh.
control the money.
Wow.
I control the
nice.
money. But no, it's good.
More money for Jameson.
I
Devils from
every
money.
year for Christmas I get 2 bottles of Black Barrel. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
My uncle works for Irish distillers, which create Jameson, and he always gets a discount in around Christmas time. So he gets me some Black Barrel
Nice.
because he knows I really, really like it.
I have
Usually
to
does
admit,
me for the year.
It's smoother than most whiskeys I've had.
Yeah, I think that's one of
have
the
to
reasons.
admit
Like,
that I like it.
you can drink Black Barrel and not realize how much you're drinking, and then you step out into the air and you're fucked.
Like now I can feel the earth move. It's amazing.
Yes, pretty much. It's I like Black Barrel. People know that I like Black Barrel.
Mm-hmm.
I've made it very fucking clear.
Yeah, I'm still in the early stages of learning to appreciate whiskey and Scotch, because really the only experience I've had is really shitty bourbon. So like Jack and Wild Turkey, which is great if you want to get drunk, but besides that, it's really not useful in any way.
Well, I can't really join that conversation. I've been on the wagon for 33 years.
Oh shit! Okay, congratulations.
That's a difficult thing to do.
That is amazing.
Yeah, and it was Crown Royal that put me there.
Yikes.
Canadian whiskey. Yeah.
Yep.
And Tusk thinks Jameson is bad. Fucking Crown Royal.
Apparently, Jameson's Gaelic for wee wee.
Yeah, see, look, Nimrod says it right. Tusk is looking to be timed out.
Yeah.
So I think Tusk needs to be demodded.
Yeah.
And so I can time him out.
When I was drinking a lot younger years, my whiskey of choice used to be Glenfiddich, but it got too expensive, so I switched to Crown Royal.
Glenfiddich is nice.
Yeah, definitely much cheaper.
You don't got the balls. Really, Tusk?
Oh.
You're saying this about me? I don't have the balls to time you out?
Fighting words.
Okay. These are fighting words. And now you have to demod him so I can actually time him out. This has to happen. This has to happen now.
Oh, no. Are you really kidding me?
No, I'm not fucking kidding. I want to time the fucker out.
Yeah, Tusk has laid down the challenge. He's thrown down the gauntlet.
But if I do that, he's going to hate me forever, too.
I don't give a shit.
You are mean, but this is the queen.
This is a matter of pride.
Done. Yeah. Get this fucker demodded.
Hashtag Tusk is innocent. I don't think those 3 words have ever been spoken together.
No, they haven't. Is he demodded
Oh,
yet?
no.
Is he demodded yet? Is he demodded yet?
Yeah, it's a done deal.
Right.
Oh
Tusk.
no! All right,
Tusk, you fucker.
we're coming after you.
Come on.
Tusk.
Come on. Make the comment. Make a comment. I am ready.
Oh man.
I timed Taddy out for something in someone else's chat. It was fun. Dulcima. No, come on. Dulcima.
Oh, that's awesome.
Tusk, you have to sign in as Tusk. Come on now.
Well, Dulcima's not a moderator either.
Yeah,
I know, but Dulcima didn't do anything. I want to time out Tusk. Come on. I don't have the balls. Come on. I will time out your main channel. Come on. Telling me I don't have the balls. No mod for Tusk.
That's a good new hashtag.
Mhm.
See, I don't think Tusk has the balls.
Yeah, I had to go dry for about 6 years to figure out. Oh yeah, binge drinking sucks.
Uh-oh, I think I might be in trouble. Oh, there.
Oh,
What the fuck? No.
no spender for Tusk. No mod for. When did this become a hashtag? Oh.
Aw, Clive got there first. Demod Clive now. Clive, how dare you?
You're kidding me.
I'm
Oops,
not.
my finger slipped.
I'm not happy. Clive needs to be
done deal.
Well, first of all, I want to do. Do you know what it was? My chat was on top chat, and Tusk just isn't a top chatter.
No.
That's happening.
I had to switch over.
And
Oh, message delete.
that's happening. The power.
Yeah.
No,
You can remod them now.
I will.
I don't care who
that
got
time the message actually deleted by Krafty and I.
Yeah, I don't care who got there first. I just care that I got to do it. So you can remod them now. I don't give a fuck. You tried to save him and you failed. You failed, Taddy. I think Taddy should be demodded too.
Okay, they got
Speaking
their
of Taddy,
mod.
when is Taddy's stream?
Yeah, Taddy's stream is next week. Next Saturday to be exact. We're yet to set a time for it. I think we're going to go live at like 10. It's going to be fun because Taddy hates doing live streams and he volunteered to do a live stream and I won't let him forget it. Thank you for reminding me to make sure everybody subscribes to Taddy Bogle because it's going to be 1 hour long for every 100 subscribers he has. Oh, 10:09. Who the fuck goes live at 10:09? But anyway.
Apparently Taddy does.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow, Butch. Is this another I think this is a Clive account.
Clive account?
I think so.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Man, he did some reps.
By the way, I love you both. I just had to time you out.
Yeah, you've both got your wrenches back. Don't worry. I just
They
have
still
to give
can't talk for another
Krafty.
like 2 minutes. That's funny. It's hilarious. They're not allowed to talk.
So how many subs does Taddy have at the moment? 200
That is
something?
a good idea. Let me see. Let me check.
And yes, Taddy, I'm going to continue to talk about you doing the live stream just to irritate you.
I don't even need to type it in. It just comes up automatically. Channel. He has 233 subscribers.
Hey, that's a good number.
So,
333 would be better.
Yeah, I think so. I think we need to get him up to 333.
Yeah.
Tusk is up to 179.
Uh-huh. I am
Sub to Teddy.
147. Woo.
Sub to Teddy.
Eventually, I'll
I've
clear
just-
that coveted 200 mark.
Yeah, I've just posted Teddy's link in the chat. So if anyone hasn't subscribed to Teddy Bogle, just to piss him off, please do subscribe. It is good fun.
If I could subscribe twice, I would. I suppose I could. I do have a number of other or a few other accounts.
Interesting you say that. He will tell you it doesn't count.
Mhm.
I'm the person who says whether it counts or not, and I think it counts.
Yeah.
I
No
think it
socks
counts.
allowed.
I mean, for Tusk it doesn't. It does not count for Tusk. But for Taddy, because it just pisses him off and because we're doing a live stream just to wind him up, I think socks accounts are allowed.
Yeah.
But I mean, because he's doing 1 hour per 100 subs. I want to see how many subs we can get him.
I think a good target number is 333. I think that that needs to happen.
I mean, even 300, that would mean that he has to go for 3 hours.
That's true.
Which is brilliant.
And then he can shout, "This is Scotland," for 300. This is Scotland. I mean, you had Gerald Butler as Scott anyway, so I mean, it's close enough.
Which game are you talking about, George? Are you talking about the game to annoy the fuck out of Teddy Bogle? Because that's a very easy one. What you do is you go to Teddy Bogle's link that I've put in the chat, and you press subscribe, and you come to his And if you want, you can make a tweet about it, or you can make an email about it to everybody, and try to get people to subscribe just to wind them up. That's the game.
Splash it all over Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, wait, Nimrod only has 17 subs? No, that's got to change. No one can have fewer subs than I have.
Are tights allowed? What? Explain yourself, Nimrod. What are you suggesting here?
I think Nimrod wants the teddy whore? Or those were fishnets.
They were fishnets.
Yes.
Clive and Tusk are back.
Yay! Stop oppressing Clive.
Clive, if I stopped oppressing Clive, you would get bored of coming here. So never. Never.
Won't happen, Clive.
It was sad to see Clive egress, but it's now better to see. It's now good that he is ingressed. Back to the chat.
And Rob has to leave us now. We actually do have to leave because we're getting on time. So, Rob, what have you got?
Yeah, we are actually. Yeah.
Oh, we have to
leave.
What do you got
coming up?
Was the question what am I up to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you got coming up?
So grading is primarily the thing, because as I was talking to the reason before the stream, I have an obscene amount of grading that I need to take care of. But December, I'm really hoping to crack it open in terms of content, because one, I'm going to be creating the lecture series for my introductory class over the break. But I also want to do, I think, in order to, as a reason would say, make things sexy, I have a couple of different programs, Stellarium and Universe Sandbox, and there are scripts that you can run to highlight certain astrophysical events. Like, for instance, there's a script to figure out what would happen if you put a supermassive black hole in the center of our solar system. What would the planets do? And so I want to run those scripts and basically narrate what's happening physically during those events. So, yeah, I think that would be really interesting, because one of the fun things, and I think there's a certain misconception with black holes, that people think that black holes suck, and they don't. If you replace the sun with a black hole, the only planet that might even really notice is Mercury, but the rest of the solar system would just go around. Like, if you put a black hole that was the same mass as the sun, then the only planet that would seem to notice would be Mercury. The rest of the planets would just get colder. and that's it. So yeah, so that sort of thing is what I hope to be able to do over the summer. Over the
Cool.
next week.
That sounds interesting.
So yeah.
Look forward to that. And how about you, Krafty? You got anything coming up?
I have a new Challenging Conspiracy coming out very soon. I do need to do one or two more things to it, but yeah, that's gonna be coming out next week. Oh, next week I have the taste test. I have a taste test going on with Secular Rarity. He's going to be on my channel. He has a new deep fat fryer, which I've encouraged him to get. So that's gonna happen. And then next Saturday,
we all need more cholesterol.
Yeah. Yeah.
No deep fried Mars bars for Tusk.
Oh, I love me some deep fried Mars bars. Sorry, I interrupted Krafty.
Sorry, no, I got distracted by Tusk speaking Gaelic in the chat. Fuck off. Go fuck yourself. Take your own face for a shite.
There you go.
There's enough shit that comes out of it. So yeah, so Challenging Conspiracies will be out this week. Friday, as I said, I have Secular Rarity on to do the taste test, and we're just going to have the crack as well. And then Saturday, I will be on, if he lets me on now, I will be on Taddy's channel. Yay, Taddy!
Cool. Yay, I'll be there.
Other than that, I think that's it I have for this week. We might see. Oh, by the way, for any of my my members, I do apologize about Friday, but the conversation was too good to actually stop the stream and then have another stream for just the members and patrons. So I do apologize, but I will be having a discussion with or a stream just for members in the next couple of days. So watch out for it. It's just time for us to talk shit and have a laugh.
Absolutely. Cool.
Mars bars are worse than pizza?
No. Anyway, Reason, what have you got coming up?
Yes. Well, I'm really excited about the next Pain of Progress coming out on Friday. Yeah, I'm back on. And it's one of my personal favorites. I really love doing it. It's the episode on the Tuskegee Airmen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
That's coming out on Friday, re-release, of course. And everybody make sure you come to my stream, The Real Reason, next week, Saturday, because Etty Little Rage is going to be on with me. And I am so looking forward to that. That's
You're so
really
fucked.
awesome. I know I am.
Etty, we'll have a discussion later. We'll think up ideas.
Eddie, don't listen to her.
We'll think up ideas, Etty.
That is awesome. Cool.
And I'm working on a concept for something new to replace my Flat Earth videos, so I can start putting out content on Sundays after this show. Cool. It's in the works. Hopefully, I'll have the first one out next week. If not, the week after. So
nice.
That's it for me.
Regan, have you done a special on what was it, the syphilis vaccination debacle with, I can't remember the name of it. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where they took African Americans and intentionally gave them syphilis and then didn't actually give them a vaccine? Yeah.
No, I haven't done anything on that.
I might when the pandemic is over, I might be covering something about the trials. With the person whose relatives were in those trials.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's more up your alley because it's more of a social issue than
Ion Society will be coming back with a vengeance.
Oh yeah, I look forward to that. But otherwise, that's it. That's all we got, folks. So we're going to call it a day and say our goodbyes, and we'll see you all next week on the flip side. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.